All right. What's going on? Greetings and salutations, people of the internet. It's your boy, the Nomad, and I'm coming at you again today with another Critique the Clip. Now, this one's going to be in a bit of a different format. It's not a clip like the shorts, which we're used to. Currently, right now, I found a segment in this video that I was watching, and I really wanted to go over it with you guys today. So it's going to be a clip length, but it comes from a greater video. The name of the video is The One Quality Every Man Looks For in a Woman. It's by The Desirable Truth, and it says here that they are filming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So yeah, there's something really important from this that I really want to talk to you guys about today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's talk about it.
C.
Okay,
Are we in Charlotte?
I think we are. Why do you think dating is so hard?
Because people don't have their priorities straight.
Social media, 100%. Everybody's just trying to get as many likes and comparing themselves on social media, where they could have a girlfriend slash boyfriend and all of a sudden a fucking college football quarterback could like their pick, and they would slide into the DM and be like, holy shit, this guy's famous. It's not too long. I'm answering. And be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it for the clout. And we've seen it all on TikTok where girls are cheating and getting busted. And every girl, I'm going to say it, every girl is just trying to be Instagram famous. And they're just losing their virtue on what a relationship is, and all they care about is how many likes did I get on my Instagram video twerking to fucking wet ass pussy today. And that's the reality of it. And if they don't get a lot of likes, they feel like they're let down.
And that's the Hinge picture that he liked of mine.
Yeah, I swiped right. We matched. Haven't smanged yet, but in the works.
What's the
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there. That is the exact clip that I wanted to go over with you guys today, and I have a lot to say about that. Oh my God, when I say I have a lot to say about that, Jesus Christ. So for starters, one thing that I want to go ahead and hit on is the fact that, notice how in the beginning that he said, you know, guys and girls kind of struggle with the social media thing, that the number one killer for dating, and as far as modern dating especially, is social media. It's the number one thing. Now that I would have to agree with them on. When it comes to social media, I feel like it deviates so many people's eyes from what they got going on, and it creates a grass greener on the other side kind of complex, where a lot of people don't really realize that the grass is greenest where you water it. So they're not really watering what they have at home. They're focusing on something that may be miles away, still attainable. All it is just a DM, and if it's a successful shot, you in there, and you may mess up what you got going on at home. But I want to hit on a greater note, and I feel like this is something that is not talked about enough within especially the male space right now, because a lot of people feel like the complex, or rather, I say that a lot of people feel as though when it comes to how women act nowadays, that it all only falls on the women. And I'm not saying that they don't take any responsibility. Of course, if you're a terrible human being, of course, at the end of the day, that's going to fall out on you. But we're definitely rational here. So what we're going to do is we're going to piece some things together and discuss some of the causalities that may play within that. And the number one thing that I want to talk about, now I'm not saying this is the number one issue, but this is something that I want to highlight today. Fellas, stop feeding into all of the negativities that women may put out. If you feel as though you wouldn't want your girl doing that, stop entertaining hoes. Yes, I said it like that. Stop entertaining hoes. So many of y'all out there play into this narrative that, and just like my guy said, he said women are losing their virtue. They're losing their virtue. They're seeing how many likes they can get, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. What he didn't bring up, which is no shade on him. You know, everybody's talking and speaking from their heart, honest truth. And even with the critiques that I have today, remember, This is all love. This is critiquing ideas just for the betterment of us all. I love you all. But one of the ideas that I got to critique is that it's simply women's fault that they're acting this way, that women have lost their virtue. It's like, no, that is a part of it, but y'all don't realize how much we're feeding into that. He's talking about, how many likes that they get on their Instagram video for shaking their ass or whatever. But what you don't realize is that them likes are ran up by us. They're ran up by us. So y'all start feeding into that and then get mad when women want to go for that. And so many guys talk about, what they prefer their girl to act like and how they prefer her to be when out in public. But when it comes to a lot of these guys saying these things, and actually my wife brought up a very good point. She's the one who brought this to me. So many guys have that complex and that mentality, but they're still on Instagram scrolling. They're still double tapping those pics. They're still hearting all of those images and all of those videos, but women are doing that. So even in your relationship, you still focusing on something else. You claim that you don't want girls to act like this and that many women are losing their virtue, but I think sometimes us as men, we take away the responsibility within that. It's simply due to the fact that we feel as though it should all fall on them. We forget how much we play into that. Notice how, and rest in peace to this man, but King Von brought this up. And this was a discussion that popped up on my feed plenty of times about how when it comes to us dating, men have no problem admitting what we do for women, what we do in order to impress women. And now one thing that I can say is that typically women have a tough time admitting that they do things to seek male attention. But just because they don't admit it doesn't mean that it's not there. Men, we know what's there. So with that being said, if we stop biting, they'll stop using that technique in order to get us. So many women have this complex and have actually brought this up. They're saying it doesn't matter because y'all gonna bite anyway, which we will. We always do. Every time we have some criticism, we still slide in that girl DMs. Still will do it. And this is even brought up on some podcasts that I've seen where men will literally donate to a podcast, do a super chat or something like that, and they'll talk smack about a girl who may be appearing on said podcast. And then later on, you can look up that same username and find that person in their DMs. Literally simping out over a woman that you were trying to break down from head to toe, calling her every name out the book but her name, and saying that she's doing something wrong. But we feed into that. We stay looking to go and smash on hoes and all this different stuff, and then we taint our image for the one woman that we're supposed to find. And then that discourages a lot of women from being good. And a lot of men say, just be that good girl, save yourself, remain pure. But y'all not biting. So many guys don't want to settle down and they have different settling points. And then this good girl will watch you. She's literally trying to keep the standard of being pure. Say she wanted you. She really wanted you. She focused on being good. She focused on her people skills. She focused on honing her home ec skills, all these different things. She's warm. She's kind. She's friendly. She's everything. She's saving herself for marriage. So many of y'all hear that and y'all dip. Y'all dip. Y'all hear it and y'all go, oh, heck no. Absolutely not. And so what happens when that one woman runs into 50 different men who say, I'm not waiting? She's like, well, damn, I don't want to be lonely. So I'm going to do what these other girls are doing so I can go ahead and get me a man, because they don't seem to have no problem getting one. They don't have not a single issue. But we're not talking about that. Everybody's simply just focusing on the fact that, they lost their virtue. That's all I'm ever hearing. But that's just a little rant that I wanted to have today, man. I have, as always, I'm going to keep the comment box open so everybody can discuss. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But that's definitely my feels, And to kind of summarize what I said, because I know that was a bit of a random rant, and this is a different critique the clip fashion. But to summarize what I said, stop wifing hoes. Stop chasing hoes. Stop showing the good girls that may be surrounding you that you are focused on hoes. Collectively as a unit, men, stop feeding into what you don't want your society to fall into. Stop trying to go and blow that girl back out because her cheeks is fat and she's willing to throw it up like that. I know sometimes as dogs we try and bite, but you're gonna have to show some restraint, or else it's gonna continue to go in this downward trajectory. Trust me, women are going to change up their ways as a collective unit once every man stops biting. Is it realistic? No. But is it something that I feel and will throw out? Of course. But that's just me ranting. That's just how I feel. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment below. No matter how. Y'all be blessed.